We'll get started today in a seated. Take your time to get on your mat. I'll let you know when to click play on your playlist. Crossing your ankles, you can sit on a block or you can sit on your knees if that's more comfortable for you. Hands to your knees or thighs. Allow your shoulders to release back and down. Close your eyes for just a few moments here. Starting to let go of your day. Finding your breath. Bringing all of the awareness to your breath. Observing how your breath moves through your body today. The length of your breath, quality. Gradually starting to expand your breath. Longer inhalations, longer exhalations. With your next inhale, roll your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, allow your shoulders to roll back and down. Let's do it a few more times. Just rolling those shoulders to the ears. And allowing them to drop back and down. About 2 to 3 more rounds like that. Releasing any tension in your upper back, your neck, and shoulders. Good, and then allow your shoulders to release. Pausing here for a few more moments. And as you breathe in, let's lift our chest up to the sky. If you'd like, drop your head back. And exhale, round your spine, hug your belly button in, tucking the chin slightly under. About 4 more breaths like this. Inhaling, arching the spine, lifting the chin up. Exhaling, rounding, tucking the chin under. 3 more. Good. 1 more breath here. And then coming back through the center, reaching your arms all the way behind you, interlacing your hands, rolling the shoulders down, connecting the shoulder blades together. And then let's reach both of our hands to our right hip, dropping both shoulders down, and then right ear to your right shoulder. Keep sinking the left shoulder down, creating a little more space on the left side of the neck. Eyes can still be closed, or you can gently open the eyes and rest your gaze on something. 1 more breath here. Inhaling, come back to the center, reach your arms away from your spine, roll the shoulders back, and then bring your hands to your left hip, left ear to left shoulder as you sink that right shoulder down. One more breath here. Inhaling back to the center, release your hands down. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, palms together. And exhaling, hands to your heart center, bow to your fingertips. Pausing here for just another moment, another few breaths. Thinking of something you'd like to get out of your practice today, setting an intention. Find 1 more breath. Let's all breathe in through our nose and exhale out through our mouth. Gently releasing your arms down, Rolling over the ankles, making your way to all fours. We'll flip your fingertips to face to your knees. Palms are on the mat. Then shift forward and back a few times. Just preparing those wrists to have some weight on them as we transition to our down dog and plank. If you'd like, you can cycle through a few cat-cows here if you need a little more movement in your spine. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last breath here, then you'll find your playlist, click play, unless you're doing your own music or no music at all. And then slowly making your way to your downward facing dog. Walk it out, lift your hips nice and high, spread the fingers, root through your knuckles. Take a couple more breaths here. Next breath in, right leg reaches up, stab the hip, bend the knee, circle out the hip, the knee, the ankle, any movements that feel right to you. And as you breathe out, right foot steps down, switch the side, left leg lifts, stab the hip, bend the knee, circle out knee, hip, ankle. Next breath out, release your left foot down on your inhale, grounding down through your knuckles, shift forward to plank, super, super strong in your belly. Hug that belly button in. Pause here, feel your core working, feel your spine lengthening, squeeze the glutes slightly. Breathing in, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Untucking the toes, shoulders roll back. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift back to your plank again. Ground down here, dome those shoulders. Find a little more strength. Breathe in here, exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you feel ready. Inhale, forward to cobra or up dog. Breathe out to your downward facing dog. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in, plank, pausing first. Starting to build a little more heat in your body. As you breathe out, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gazing to the top of the mat, starting to walk your feet forward. Finding your first forward fold, maybe clasping opposite elbows and swaying from side to side or any other variation. Relax your neck. Shake your head, yes, yes, no, no. Part your teeth, maybe shifting your jaw from side to side. Two more breaths. And as you breathe in, bend into your knees, roll up to standing, head comes last. Reach your arms up overhead, palms together. Exhaling, hands to your heart, bow to your fingertips. Reconnect with your breath, with your intention, your body. Take one more breath. And then gently release your arms down. We'll come to the top of the mat if you're not there yet. Feet together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift, right foot steps back, knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, low lunge. Exhaling, hands down to the ground. Find your plank. Breathing in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Breathing out to your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Lightly step it through, knee down, breathe and sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands down to the ground, left foot follows. Inhaling, halfway lift. Breathe out to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Second side, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, left foot back, knee down, big movement in those shoulders. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Find your plank, breathing out to your flow. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhaling up, dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Lightly step it through, right knee down. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Right foot steps forward, halfway lift. Fold. Breathe into your standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, right foot back, knee down. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Cycle through your vinyasa. We're gonna move a little bit faster, but you can always slow it down. Breathe in, right leg lifts. Step it between your hands, knee down. Inhale, connect those shoulder blades as you reach up. Hands to the mat. Left foot steps forward, halfway lift. Fold. Inhale to your standing. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale, left foot back, knee down, inhale, arms up. Exhaling, hands to the ground, cycle through your flow. When you make it to your down dog, left leg lifts. Step it through, right knee down, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground, right foot forward, halfway lift. Fold a little bit deeper, breathe into your standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one, both sides, reach up and fold. Halfway lift, right foot back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground, cycle through your flow. Breathing in and down dog, right leg lifts. Step your foot between your hands, left knee down, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground, left foot forward, halfway lift. Fold a little deeper. Breathe into your standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one, left side, stretch up and fold. Halfway lift, left foot back, knee down, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground. Move through your flow. As you make it to down dog, left leg lifts. Lightly step it through. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground, right foot forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Left hand slides down your left leg, right arm overhead. Find a nice side body stretch. Inhale, come back to the center, switch the side, right hand down your right leg, left arm overhead. Inhale, come back to the center. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Let's stay here for a few more breaths. If you'd like, lift halfway, interlace hands behind your back, and reach your arms away from your spine as an option, or just hold on to your ankles or big toes. Or again, you can sway from side to side with your hands on your elbows. Always an option. Relax your neck. Shake your head. Yes, yes. No, no. One more breath here. With your next breath out, release your arms down. Breathe in, lift halfway. Step your feet to the back of the mat. Feel free to cycle through your vinyasa on the way to down dog. Or just meet us there at any point. Feel free to skip or add a vinyasa to your practice. Maybe you're gonna add an extra push-up if you need a little challenge today, whatever your body feels like. When you're ready, right leg will reach up to the sky. Step your right foot between your hands, left knee down. Let's find our low lunge and stay for a little bit longer here. Engage your belly, tug that tailbone under. If you'd like a gentle arch in your spine, or just stay upright, shoulders over the hips. Circle out your wrists a few times. Good, and let's gently bend into our left elbow, right hand to the elbow, slide your fingertips down, stay here, or clasp your hands behind your back if that's available. Lift your chin, find a little more length in your spine. Next breath in, reach your arms back up, exhale, hands down to the ground, shift your hips back for half splits. Pausing here for a few breaths, opening that hamstring, getting a little more softness, a little more ease in that right leg. Flex your right ankle. If you have a full splits practice, you're welcome to go there. We're still waking up our body, warming up those muscles. 2 more breaths. Next breath in, re-bend into your right knee. Make sure your heel is underneath your knee. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Tuck your left toes under. Pick up your left knee for your crescent lunge. Breathe in here. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your hands. Lift your heart. Reach your heart a little bit higher as you connect the shoulder blades together. Good. Keep this arm clasp. If you'd like, we're going to transition to warrior 3 or release and reach your arms by your sides. Shift your heart forward. Pick up your left foot off the mat, flexing your left foot here. If your hands are clasped, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Reaching arms away from your spine for 4. For 3. Keep breathing for 2. Exhale, left foot steps next to your right. Release your arms, walk your feet a little wider, heels and toes out. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, start to drop your seat down for Malasana Yogic Squat. Elbows inside of those thighs. Maybe rock from side to side here. 3 more breaths. Good. 2 options from here. If you'd like to practice Bakasana crow pose, hands to the ground, walk your feet closer together, knees to armpits, pick up the feet, and then you're going to shoot your legs back, cycle through vinyasa, make it to down dog, or you're just going to slowly lift your hips, step it back, cycling through vinyasa or not, we'll all make it to your downward facing dog. When you're in your down dog, let's breathe in through our nose and exhale out to our mouth. Next inhalation, left leg lift slightly, step in between your hands, right knee down, inhale, low lunge, reach your arms up. Good. Breathe here, maybe a gentle arch in your spine or stay up here. Strong in your belly. Find that stability, that balance. Right elbow bends, left hand to your elbow, slide your fingertips down, maybe clasping your hands. Whew, I'm really unbalanced today. If you do have the clasp, keep lifting the chin away from the chest. Finding a little more opening, a little more space in that shoulder. 1 more breath. Gently unclasp, reach your arms back up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Shift your hips back. Half splits, or again, you're welcome to go deeper, maybe full splits. Pause here, reconnect with your breath. Starting to expand your breath a little bit more throughout the practice. One more breath here. Next breath in, we bend into your left knee, reach your arms up. Slowly tuck your right toes under. Use your core to pick up your right knee off the mat. Good. Find your balance here. Engage your right quad and then gently interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your heart, rolling the shoulders back. Breathe. Then again, keep this clasp or release your hands, airplane arms. You're gonna reach your heart forward and then gracefully one step or a couple steps, transition to your warrior three. Flex your right foot, point all 5 toes to the mat. Staying for 3. Stay here for 2. Exhale, right foot down to the mat. Release your hands, walk your feet a little closer together. Deep bend into your knees, find your chair pose. Reach your arms nice and high. Biceps by your ears. See if you can externally rotate those shoulders so your palms are facing the ceiling. Pinky fingers are coming closer together. You're here for 3 more breaths. And again, you're gonna have another option to pass by your crow pose on your way to your down dog, or you're just gonna step or hop your feet back, skipping the vinyasa or not. We'll all meet in your downward facing dog. Good, let's breathe in through our nose. Exhale out through our mouth. Good, on your next inhale, reach your right leg up, stack your hip again, and then exhale, right knee to your left elbow, tap. Inhale, reach up and stack. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Reach back up. Last one, knee to your elbow. Find your starfish pose. Stepping your right foot down, left heel on the ground. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Keep trying to get those right ribs to reach to the ceiling, rotating out your upper body. Breathing out, left hand down to the mat. See if you can sink your right hip down to the ground. Maybe tucking your left toes under and trying to shift your chest to face forward. If this is too much, bend into your right knee, but make sure your right thigh is parallel to the front of the mat. You can stay here. This feels like a good stretch already. Or start to walk your hands forward. Maybe a block underneath the forehead, maybe stacked fists, or forehead all the way to the mat if you're pretty open in those hips. It's a completely different sensation than pigeon pose. It's a lot more outer hip, a lot more sensations. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Next breath in, come back up into long arms, reach your right leg back up, step your right foot between your hands, sit low into your right hip, pointing your left toes to the sky, facing now the long side of the mat. Good, find your balance here, maybe hands to your heart. Keeping hands on the mat or not, shift into your left hip, sit low. And slowly come back into your right hip. Hands come to the top of the mat. Square the hips. Right toes are pointing forward. Left heel to the sky. Reach your right arm up to the sky for a twist. Circle out your right wrist here. 2 more breaths. Dropping your left heel down, find your side plank. Lift your hips nice and high, belly in. Maybe right arm overhead. You can pick up your right leg to the sky. Any variation from here. Next breath in, reach your right leg back up, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Then we're gonna reach your arms back to the sky for your crescent lunge. Roll your shoulders back, reaching your arms out to the sides. Your left elbow under your right, palms together, eagle arms. Reach those elbows a little higher. Maybe you're gonna arch your spine. That's just an option depending how steady you are in your legs. Good, next breath in, shift forward. Pick up your left foot off the mat, just passing by your warrior three, one breath. Then transition to your eagle pose, left knee over your right. Cross those knees, sit low. Stay here, elbows to your knees. So if you are staying upright, can you make sure those shoulders stay over your hips? So you're not shifting hips back and chest forward. You want to stack shoulders and hips and start to sink down. Stay here, 3 more breaths. Keep reaching elbows higher, opening those shoulders. Unwind, pick up your left knee, hug it in. Stay here or extend your left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly standing splits. I know it's a lot in one leg. We're almost done with this one-legged standing poses. Bring your belly closer to your right thigh. Left leg reaches higher. Maybe right hand to your right ankle, both hands to the ankle, or maybe a few hops into your handstand. Then relax your neck. Your head is just dangling down. Look back at your left toes. Point even the pinky toe of your left foot to the mat. 2 more breaths. Inhale here, exhale, bend into your right knee, step your left heel back, finding your warrior 2. Reach your arms out to the sides, relax your shoulders, readjust your feet if you need. Drop your left hip slightly down. Inhale, flip your right palm up, reverse the warrior. Exhale to your side angle, right elbow to your left, right thigh, left arm overhead. Stay here or you can go deeper. Hand to the ground or bind. Stay here for 5 more breaths. One more breath here. On your inhalation, come back to your warrior 2. Extend your right leg, make your feet parallel to one another. See if you can clasp opposite elbows behind your back or even reverse namaste here. Then you're gonna lift your heart, and as you exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, wide-legged forward fold. If you have reverse namaste, try to connect the heels of your palms together. If you don't have your reverse namaste, opposite elbows, this is completely uncomfortable. Maybe hands on the mat or to your ankles. Relax your neck. Find about 2 to 3 more breaths. Next breath in, lift halfway, then all the way up to standing. Point your right toes forward, left heel slightly in, shorter stance. We're transitioning to pyramid pose. Keep that either opposite elbows with your hands or reverse namaste. Lift your heart, hinging at the hips. Exhale, bring your belly towards your right thigh. If this is uncomfortable again, maybe hands to the ground or to your block. Keep pressing your right hip back, left hip forward. Right knee can be softly bent if you're tight in your hamstring. Relax your neck and just enjoying this stretch. Breathing through it, finding some softness, some comfort. 2 more breaths. As you breathe out, release your hands by either side of your right foot. Sweep your right leg up to the sky. Maybe stay here or shift forward, cycle through one-legged vinyasa. We'll come back, right leg lifted. Inhaling here, exhale, knee to your chest. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, reach up, 3 more, breathing out. Good, 1 more breath here. Nice, next time, bring your knee into your chest and release your right knee underneath your right hip. Picking up your left foot off the mat, bend into your left knee. Reach your right hand back, clasping that foot. Kicking your leg back and up, opening your chest. Opening that hip flexor. Finding some more balance, 3 more breaths. And gently release your left foot, right hand comes back to the ground. Left leg reaches out to the side, then step it down. Left hand to the center, right arm up. Thread your right arm under, coming into your right shoulder, maybe reaching your right hand to clasp your left foot. Left hand can walk forward, reach up, or come behind your low back towards your right thigh. One more breath here. Next breath in, take your time to come back to the center, all fours. Walk your knees a step or 2 back, breathe in here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come back to supported plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, back to supported plank. Last one, we'll transition to cobra as you breathe in. And breathe out, shift your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth, let everything go. 2 more, inhaling in. Breathing out. Last one, inhale. Let it go. As you inhale, let's reach our left leg up to the sky, stepping your left foot between your hands. From here, we're going to transition to our crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Find your stability, find your balance. Squeeze your right quad. Very good. Couple of breaths here, finding that stability, that balance. Good, then reach your arms out to the sides. You're gonna bring your right elbow underneath your left. Reach your elbows nice and high, open up the shoulders, stay here or arch your spine. Inhale, come back through the center, reach your heart forward, long spine. Transition to your warrior 3, just a brief transition. And then on your breath in, bring your right knee in, cross your right knee over, sit low into your eagle pose. Keep reaching those elbows nice and high, breathing. If you'd like, again, you can always fold, otherwise stay. 2 more breaths. Next breath in, unwind, bring your right knee into your chest. Extend your arms up to the sky. Stay here, extend your right leg. Pausing here. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly transition to your standing splits. Hands come down to the ground. Right leg reaches up to the sky. belly to your left thigh, maybe hand to your left ankle, both hands to the ankle, whatever feels good. Keep reaching your right leg nice and high, even higher here. Soften out your neck, your jaw. 2 more breaths. And very slowly step your right foot to the back of the mat, finding your warrior 2. Reach your arms out to the sides. Relax your shoulders. Find your stability, find your shape, flipping your left palm up, reverse the warrior. And as you breathe out, left elbow to your left thigh, right arm overhead, find your side angle. Good, you can go deeper, left hand to the ground or bind. Breathing here. Find about 4 more breaths. Next breath in, come back to your warrior 2, slowly extending your left leg. Make your feet parallel to one another. Then we're gonna reverse namaste, or again, clasp opposite elbows. Lift your heart, then exhale, gently fold forward. Pause here for a few breaths, and we'll transition into a bigger shoulder stretch with your hands clasped. Good. Slowly slide your hands to interlace. Reach your arms away from your spine. Start to reach those knuckles towards the mat. Relax your neck, relax your face. One more breath here. And as you breathe out, release your hands down. We'll lift halfway. Hands to your hips, come all the way up to standing, and we'll come back to that reverse namaste or opposite clasp with your elbows. Point your left toes to the top of the mat, right heel down, toes out. Transition to your pyramid pose, lift your heart, and then gently hinge at the hips, fold. And again, if this is uncomfortable in your shoulders, maybe hands to the mat or to your block. Otherwise, see if you can connect the heels of the palms. Palms are touching all the way together. Elbows are reaching up, so try to squeeze those shoulder blades together to lift. 2 more breaths. As you breathe out, hands down to the mat, left leg lifts, reach it nice and high to the sky. And this time we're gonna exhale left knee to our right elbow. Inhale, reach your leg up and stack the hip. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, reach up. Last one, knee to your elbow. Extend your left leg, drop your heel down, find your starfish pose. Circle out your right wrist, maybe. Keep breathing. Gently right hand down to the ground. Sink your left hip down. And maybe you're going to tuck your right toes under just so you can start to drop your right hip down. Open up your heart through the center. And gently fold over, maybe stacked hands, block, or all the way down to the ground. And keep shifting your right hip down towards your inner thigh. Do your best to get really a lot of sensation in that outer hip. Try to bring your belly button down to the mat. Find about 3 more breaths. Next breath in, come back up onto long arms, reach your left leg back up to the sky, stacking the hip. Then you're gonna step your left foot between your hands, sitting super, super low into your left hip. Right toes are pointing up to the sky. Maybe hands to your heart or keep them on the mat. Whatever feels good. And very slowly shift into your right hip. Drop your seat down. One more time, shift over to your left side. And then we're gonna bring our hands down to the top of the mat, point all toes to the top. Right hand to the mat, left arm up, find a twist. Then ground down through your right heel, find your side plank. Any variation here, maybe left leg lifts, foot to your inner thigh, or you can drop your knee down for support. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, for 2. Then pick up your left foot, step it back to the top of the mat. Come up into your crescent lunge. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, hands down to the mat, reach your left leg up. Stay here, cycle through one-legged vinyasa. Good. As you make it back to your extended down dog, exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, reach up. 4 more. Knee to your chest. Reach up. For 3. For 2. Last one, we'll pause. Dropping that knee down underneath your left hip, picking up your right foot off the mat. Find your clasp, left hand grabs your right foot, kicking your right leg back and up. Strong in your right shoulder. 2 more breaths. Gently let go of your foot, left hand on the mat, right leg reaches out to the side. Gently drop that foot, and then left shoulder on the ground, left ear on the ground. Find gentle twist, a shoulder stretch. Maybe you're gonna try to clasp your left hand and your right foot. Two more breaths here. And right hand down to the mat. Come back to all fours. We're going to take a few steps forward with your hands coming to puppy pose. Maybe you're just going to drop your forehead to the ground and start to mount your armpits to the mat. Some of you might be able to find a deeper curve in that spine, bringing your chin and chest to the ground. Try your best to keep the hips over the knees, so don't let them shift forward or too far back. Take your time here. We're going to spend about 3 big breaths and then transition onto our belly. And then as you inhale, gently slide forward onto your belly, releasing your hips down. Shaking out your hips from side to side, and then we're going to come into bow pose right away. We're going to bend our knees, grabbing your feet or ankles. If you have the ankles, flex the feet, kick your legs back and up, finding your arch in the spine. Maybe you're rocking forward and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades for 5, for 4, stay for 3, for 2. Exhale, let it go. 1 ear to the mat, windshield wiper the legs or roll your hips from side to side. Stay for about 2 more breaths, then we'll do 1 more. Good, then 1 more time, bend into your knees, clasp the feet from inner edges or inner ankles, or the first variation. Breathe in, kick those legs back. Use all the strength in those legs to lift your heart off the mat. For 4, for 3, for 2, and gently let it go. One ear to the mat, wiggle the hips, or windshield wiper the legs. Two options from here, either transition to your child's pose or tuck your toes under, pick up yourself off the mat into your plank, cycle through your vinyasa. Then on your breath out, everyone transition to our downward facing dog. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale up through your mouth. Breathe in your right leg lift, stack the hip. Step your right foot between your hands, left heel down, warrior 2. Reach your arms out to the sides. On your inhale, flip your right palm up, reverse. Gently extending your right leg, reach your right arm forward, triangle pose. If you'd like, both arms can reach forward. Left arm can reach overhead for 3, for 2. Inhale, come back to your warrior 2, reverse, and transition to your half moon. Right hand on the ground, left leg reaches up to the sky. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Stay here or clasp your left foot. You can find some balance here, maybe picking up your right hand off the ground, bringing your thumb to your heart center. 3, for 2. Good. Whether you have the clasp or not, see if you can square the hips. So drop your left hip down. If you have the clasp, hold on to it. If you don't, then we're just going to slowly rise up. All of us are rising up with and without the clasp. And if you don't have the clasp, you're going to find that clasp here, grabbing your left foot with your left hand. Right arm up, start to kick your leg back and up, lifting your heart, finding dancer's pose. Stay here. You can grab both hands to your foot with both hands and kick up, or even find a deeper variation. You need a wall, you can hold on to the wall with your right hand. We're here for 4. Try not to let yourself hinge at the hips. Instead, kick that leg back and up while you're arching the spine. 2. And then very slowly release your left foot down, shake out your knees, walk your feet closer together, chair pose. Keep breathing, 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, hands to the mat, you're welcome to again transition through your Bakasana crow pose. A lot of crow options today. That's just an option. Otherwise, make your way to your down dog from here, stepping, walking, hopping feet back, cycling through vinyasa or not. We're going to meet in our down dog for our last standing sequence, second side. Let's breathe in, lifting our left leg up to the sky, stacking the hip. And then step your left foot between your hands, right heel down, warrior 2. Reach your arms out. Inhale, flip your left palm up, reverse. Then extending your left leg, find your triangle pose. Two more breaths. Do the same variation you did in your first side. Inhale, come back to your warrior. Flip your left palm up, reverse again. And then find your half moon, left hand to the ground. Take a step forward, couple of steps or one step. Pick up your right foot off the mat. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Flex your right foot. Maybe bind again. Finding Chapasana. Balancing or not, whatever feels good. Stay for 3 more breaths. Good. Now, whether you have the clasp or not, stack or square the hips. Dropping your right hip down, slowly finding your balance, picking up your left hip off the mat. Very slowly find your standing. Knees close together, clasp your right foot if you don't have it yet. Reach your left arm up and kick your right leg back. Again, you're welcome to clasp your foot with both hands. Find a wall, hold on to the wall, or go into a deeper variation. For 3, for 2, release your right foot down, shake out your knees. This time, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold and relax your neck. Maybe slide your hands under your feet, step your feet on your wrists, massage your wrists. 2 more breaths. Soft bend in the knees, slide your hands out of the way, lift halfway, make your way to your down dog, step, walk, or hop, cycle through your vinyasa or not. As you make it to your down dog, right leg lift, stack the hip. Bring your right knee to your right wrist for pigeon pose. And now notice how different this stretch, these sensations are compared to our hip stretch earlier from our starfish pose, where our right leg was parallel to the front of the mat and we were on that right outer hip. Relax your neck here. Make sure there's no pain or stretch in that knee. If there is, maybe you're gonna transition to your reclined pigeon on your back. Stay here for 5 more breaths. Inhale, gently lift the way, make your way back to your down dog. Cycle through your vinyasa if you'd like, or stay here walking it out. And then breathe in, left leg lift, stack the hip. Bring your left knee to your left wrist, pigeon pose, second side. Gently make your way to fold, bringing your forehead to your hands, to the block, to the ground. Find some rest here. Reconnect with your breath. Maybe even thinking of your intention that you set for the practice. 3 more breaths. As you breathe in, take your time to come back up onto long arms. Make your way back to down dog again. Welcome to cycle through one-legged or just regular vinyasa or just walk it out. Then gently drop your knees down. Cross your right knee over your left, walking your feet wide. You can find a block if your hips are tight and shifted back, sitting on a block, sitting on the ground. If this is not available, left leg can stretch forward, right knee on top of your left stacked. So make sure your knees are stacked rather than one knee is pointing up. And you can stay here. This feels already good in those outer hips. Otherwise, gently fold forward. Hands can come forward. See if you can press down through the fingertips to shift those hips back and ground through the sit bones. Relax your neck, the face, the corners of the eyes, the jaw. Inhale, gently rise up. This time, step your right foot flat on the mat, right knees pointing to the sky. Left knee still can be extended. Let's extend our spine, hugging your left arm around your right leg or reaching your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Find a twist. Gaze to your right shoulder. Every breath in allows you to lengthen the spine. Every exhale allows you to twist just a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Next inhalation back to the center, maybe counter twist if that feels good. And then you can either unwind, come back through your tabletop the same way, or you can just do a 180 or 360 turn so that your left knee ends up on top of your right. That's what's confusing. Just come back to all fours and cross your left knee in front of your right and sit back again. Maybe right leg extends or not. Find your shape. Close your eyes. You can stay here or fold forward again. No rush to get into your pose. We're going to spend about 5-6 breaths here. Make sure those knees are stacked, the feet are wide. You're not sitting on your heels. Two more breaths. Next breath in, come back up. Left foot steps flat on the mat, right arm hugs around the left leg or elbow outside of your thigh, right, left hand behind you. Find your twist. Inhale back to the center, find a counter twist gently. Come back through the center, extend your legs forward, shake out your knees as you unwind. Keep the flash out from the sit bones, ground down, lengthen the spine, hinge the hips and fold. Just about 4 more breaths. Let's see, we'll have a couple more minutes to do a pose that you would like with some options. Inhale, slowly roll up. Good. Last part of the class, we have about 2 more minutes, but you can stick around a couple extra minutes. So you can do either your back bend if you are really craving one more. You can do a shoulder stand, or you can do any other inversion, so maybe a headstand, a forearm stand, or handstand. If you would like a back bend, maybe you can find a supported one with a block under your low back, and then just make your way to your pose. If you would rather not do anything, maybe find a twist on your back and transition to Shavasana early. Otherwise, maybe I'll walk you through a shoulder stand, and if you know how to do those active inversion variations like headstand, forearm stand, and handstand, go ahead and go into those poses, but make sure to find child's pose afterwards. So you're going to lift your hips for shoulder stand, reach your legs up, hands to your low back, and spend maybe 7 breaths in your pose, whatever it is, whether it's a back bend, whether it's an inversion. When you are done, we're going to meet on our backs. No rush to get here, maybe about 4 or 5 more breaths. Good. Maybe 2 more breaths. And gently make your way onto your back, wherever you are. Right knee will cross over your left, shifting your hips to your right, dropping your knees to your left, finding your twist. If this is too much, too intense, just stack your knees instead. Inhale, come back through the center. Cross your left knee over your right. Shift the hips to the left. Drop the knees to the right. Inhale, come back to the center. Bring your knees into your chest. Find happy baby. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Let's take a bigger breath in for 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. Exhale out. Take an even bigger breath for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. And let it go. Knees into your chest. Gently extend your legs forward. Legs are wider than the hips. Arms wider than the shoulders. Palms up. Close the eyes. Scan your body. See if you can let go of any tensions you're holding on to. Every exhale, allowing yourself to find some comfort, some ease in your body and mind. And as you stay here, reconnect with your intention, reflect on your intention. And send a positive intention out to the world, positive thoughts, positive energy. Kind of just space of gratitude. Think of 3 things you're thankful for today so far. Holding on to this feeling of gratitude, of positivity throughout the rest of the day. Please feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Otherwise, thank you all so much for being here. Namaste.